वाहेगुरु 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 वाहेगुरु.
Three facts about about Sikhism. When you told me, what did you know about Sikhs?
To be fair, at the minute I don't know a lot, to be fair, but I'd like to learn about different cultures and the way that they live. So.
And you were telling me just now that you've been looking into Christianity, reading the Bible, the Torah.
Yeah, Quran, things like that. I'm very interested in that kind of thing. I've got a lot of friends with different cultures.
Yeah.
So I'd like to look at it from their perspective. So you know what I mean. You can't never make an understanding of something if you've never read it.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean, man.
Have you got no Sikh friends?
I've got friends of all different cultures, man. I'm not even sure, to be fair, if I have, you know.
Okay.
I'm not even sure, to be fair, man.
That's cool, man.
I've got so many different friends, man, and they're all so many different religions, and it's just, so it's just.
Well, you definitely know you met some Sikh friends today. You know
yeah, definitely.
Yeah? At least I'm quick, you know, little stop tour of Sikh.
Okay.
And then afterwards you went to check out loads more YouTube channels.
Okay. Yeah, cool, man.
Okay. So basically we believe in one creator.
Yeah.
Yeah. We believe that he's everywhere. He's in everyone. He's in everything living. He's in the wind. He's just in everyone. Everywhere we look, bruv, we see him.
Yeah.
And that's what we're meant to remember. We try to see him everywhere we look.
Yeah.
Even if we're driving in traffic and I get annoyed at someone, but I got to remember there's God in that person.
Yeah.
So if I'm cursing that person, there's God in that person.
So you got to think about what you're saying.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
You know. And in that same way, you know, we believe that everyone's equal. Black, white, Chinese, Japanese. Not that they're that much different, but you know, like Tamils.
Yeah.
Sri Lankans, everyone.
That goes without saying, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I believe. I believe everyone's the same. Like at the end of the day, I believe colour is only from your climate. You're climatised. Your body climatizes over thousands of years to your climate.
Yeah.
So where, say, if like I live in a cold country because I'm white. If someone's black, they live in a hot country. Or you know what I'm saying? You know that kind of around them lines. So I believe that colour's nothing. It doesn't matter, man. I don't see a colour when I see someone in the street. I see a person. So that's my kind of view on ideas. But I kind of agree with what your religion does say.
And you know, it's very, you know, like we're standing there saying that. The reality is a lot of the world around us still don't see that.
No, I know, and it's you know? Small-minded people, mate. That's what it is.
Yeah, for real. Bro.
Very small-minded people.
We believe, bruv, that our aim here is to connect to that one.
Yeah.
Connect to that force, you know. And it's like there's ways to do that. And we've been given ways to do that. We've prescribed ways to do that. And fundamentally, that's through meditation.
Yeah.
It's through earning an honest living. And then it's through giving to other people without wanting anything back.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not kind of doing things.
You don't give to receive, do you?
That's it, bro.
You give because you love that person, and you want to do something to help them out.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
And you're standing there as an enlightened soul. You're saying that to me as enlightened. You know, you already know that you're looking into these things. But we know we're looking around, and like today you're collecting for charity, innit? That's your job.
Yeah, that's my job.
So you're seeing that as well.
Yeah, of course, man.
And our first Guru Nanak, who at the age of 30 was summoned up and met with God at the age of 30, and up until that point we believe that, you know, he was God incarnate. He came onto this earth because there were so many sins happening on this earth. You know, even after all the prophets had come and, you know, of religions before and everything, that mankind still wasn't listening. And the weight of the sins was so much for Mother Earth to take that she was crying out to God to say, I can't take no more.
Say help, basically.
Yeah. So God had to come himself. And so Guru Nanak, so Nanak, the baby, was born. And even when he was born, a priest came and he said that this baby is special because he's going to bring people together, because even his name Nanak wasn't particularly a Hindu name because he was born into a Hindu family.
Okay, yeah.
And his dad was like, hold on, that's not a Hindu name. And the priest was like, nah, this is not your average baby. So Guru Nanak meditated on this, man. He learned from he had a Muslim teacher, the Hindu teacher. He learned from all scriptures. He knew them inside out. But still, he saw so much like injustice going on. So much people that were talking about equality, but they weren't practicing it.
Yeah, yeah.
And he used to meditate on this, man. And so, you know, he just used to serve, bro. You know, and it come after the age of 30, he went off on his travels, and he went to spread this message. And he came from North India. He came as far as Rome. And it's a long way, bro, to come on foot.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He went all around India, yeah, and all around literally like Rome. He went to Mecca. Like some Muslims, you know, there's debates about all of this, but fundamentally he went to Mecca as a man of God, and he preached this message everywhere, bro. Now, after he did all of that preaching, he didn't settle down somewhere and say, all right, come and bring me money. He went home and he worked the fields.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, bro? So he did all of that, he had all the followers and everything, and he went home.
And he still worked as hard as what they would work.
That's it, bro. You know what I mean? He practiced it. Now, guruship, like, he had children, but his children didn't become like the next gurus. Just like, you know, like it's not like kingship, like your children become the king and stuff.
Yeah.
It was on merit. And so the second guru was then awarded through merit. He became the guru through merit, and so on and so on. Now, our fifth guru, and you'll be able to look into this, I'm sure you're going to look into this more now.
Yeah, of course, man.
Our fifth guru, he built our holiest of shrines, which is we call Harmandir Sahib, yeah, the temple of God. People know it as the Golden Temple. Even Sikhs will call it the Golden Temple. Now, when you go there, bro, because I'm sure you get to go there one day, it's got 4 entrances. Now, those 4 entrances represent, at that time in India, there were 4 castes. But what that represents is everyone was welcome.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a very real thing. Like, people from everywhere were welcome and used to come. Now, his message was revolutionary. Their message, our gurus, and the rulers of those times didn't like it because this message was breaking down their kingdoms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People were like,
going against basically what they've tried to teach people.
Yeah, bro. People were waking up.
Yeah.
I hated that, bro. Do you know what I mean? And so they called him down and they said, right, if you don't become a Muslim, we're going to kill you. And he said, well, I'm not going to become Muslim. He said, we're going to torture you. And he said, well, torture me then. So they tortured him. They sat him on, like, you know what they put chapatis on? Like, you know, like a frying pan, basically, a hot plate.
Yeah.
Sat him on a hot plate and they put burning sand over him. And that's where it began. The torture went on, brother, and it went on, you know. And he never became Muslim, and so he left us. He became a shaheed. He was our first martyr of the Sikh faith. And so his son, when he became the guru, he took up arms.
Yeah.
He said, right, enough's enough now. We're being persecuted, we're being killed, we're taking up arms. We're going to protect ourselves from these fundamentalists that are out on a mission to just convert people when they don't even believe in God themselves. So what he also done though, people can get that twisted and say, right, he was against the Muslims. But he weren't against the Muslims, because at that time there were Muslims living where he was living. Poor Muslims that had their mosques like burnt down or whatever happened. He built new mosques for the Muslims. So he weren't against Muslims. You know what I'm saying? He was against the tyrannists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Like preachers of hate, basically.
Yeah, preachers of hate, bro.
Yeah,
but that sugarcoat that hate as truth to reach the divine.
Yeah, but give you some truth to basically give you some hate at the same time. So you take the truth and think it's all the truth. So that's what I think you're saying, yeah?
Yeah, bro. It's enlightened, bro. It's beautiful. So basically, bro, like, that went on. So from there, from when we formed our army, you know, that's where it was on then, you know?
Yeah.
So his son, many years later, right, was approached by the Hindus, and the hill Rajas from the Hindu hill Rajas, yeah?
Yeah.
And they came to him, they said the Islamists, the extremists, are trying to convert us, and they're saying if we don't become Muslim, they're going to kill us. They're going to kill all, they want to wipe us out. And they were well outnumbered, and they had no arms. And he said, all right, you go and tell them, if they can convert me, then we'll all become Muslim. So then he went to Delhi. He was summoned to Delhi, went to Delhi. And he knew, innit, bruv? He knew that he wasn't going to become Muslim. And he left his son behind. His son was 6 years old. And his son was to become the next guru. At that time his name was Gobind Rai. And he left him behind, and actually his son sent his dad. He said, Dad, you know what, you got to go and protect these people. So off his dad went to Delhi and he was beheaded. Even then, bruv, our guru, Guru Gobind Singh, our 10th master, our last human guru, never had hatred for them people. Never had no sense of revenge or hatred. You know, and then from that point he became the guru. Now he had a great history, man. He was a real superhero. Like, you'll read more, like, we'll give you the sleep, you go find out more, yeah? He was a real superhero, bro. In 1699, he called people from far and wide, and he created the Khalsa, God's army. And he said to us, he said to those people, he said, right, who's willing to give their head? Who's willing to give their head? And so on that day, hundreds, thousands of people there, you know, out of them 5 people stepped forward. And they were initiated. They were the first, they were known as the Panj Bihari. They were the first initiated Sikhs. 5 of them, yeah? And what he done, he initiated them and he administered, he recited the prayers, and he stirred a steel iron bowl, and he recited the prayers and mixed them with a double-edged sword, adding sweets to it, yeah, like sugar cakes. And the power of the prayer was infused through that double-edged sword into the water.
Yeah.
And he administered it to them. It goes into when they open up their heads, into their heads, to their eyes. They drank it, and they all shared from the same bowl. And we say, Waho Waho Gobind Singh, Ape Guru Chella. And so what he did was, he administered it to them, then he took it from them.
Yeah.
And on that day, he gave the power to those 5. So he said that these 5 have got the same power and the same, their word of the 5, where the 5 are there, your guru is there. Where those 5 are, I am. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah,
and on that day, he gave us a red as well, a code of conduct.
Okay.
By which to live by. You know, you can't cut your hair, you can't remove any hair on your body, you can't do this, you should do this, you should be doing our prayers, and just so on and so on, yeah? Yeah. So, when he left, when he was about to leave this earth as a human being, in 1708, he proclaimed that from now on, your guru, your spiritual master, will be our scriptures. You will bow to these scriptures. You will bow before no human. Alright, bro? And those scriptures, bruv, they contained, even from, they started from the time of Guru Nanak, from 1499 the scriptures began. You know, began to be compiled, yeah? Yeah. And they contain the writings of like Muslims, of Hindus, of people fundamentally that believed in the one. You know what I mean, bro? They like, it didn't matter, like so much was not included in them from those people, but those messages from those writers, from those saints of the time that believed in the oneness of humanity, and those of them that lived that, they were included in there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So even in our scriptures, we'll use the terminology there is Allah, Ram, terms that Hindus use, terms that Muslims use. You know, it's not an exclusive scripture for Sikhs, it's for mankind. Even the UN talk about Guru Granth Sahib Ji as if they say if all mankind followed the scriptures, there'd be peace, bro. Because there's a quote there, because it is an inclusive religion for mankind. It's not saying that there's no chosen people. You know what I mean, bro? Now what is, bro, we sing our scriptures. Alright, so we experience it, right?
Oh, yeah, so you can feel it.
Yeah,
basically.
we feel it, bruv. You know, we sing it. We use instruments, string instruments, drums, and we sing out aloud, and we experience it in our bodies because we live it. We don't theorise. We don't sit around talking about it. We'll sing out, and that's how our body vibrates. Because all of our
express your passion, innit?
yeah, because we're water, bruv, innit?
Yeah, of course,
over 70% of the water, so we're gonna vibrate, innit?
Yeah, that's
and
it.
it's a frequency. You know what I'm saying? So you experience it. And it's not like our scriptures are not divided up like in chapters of like, you know, this story, that story, about love, about how to do this, it's not divided up in them kind of chapters. It's divided up in musical notation, in rags. So how do you do it? It's basically divided by music, by notation. To say a rag is like, one rag will be like play this note, this note, this note, and this note. You play them in any combination, but the combination of those notes create a rag, right? And then so a different combination of keys is a different rag. Like that, it's like you listen to a house track, got a certain melody, and so you're gonna feel a different emotion. You put on a love song, split up with your missus, you put a Celine Dion track on, you know, you start crying because of the notes, the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's that, it evokes that emotion. And the scriptures are written in that same way. So, for example, like a prayer that is written about, let's say,
be written in a song, sort of thing.
Yeah, and let's say there's one about separation from me and God. It'll be written in a sad tune.
Yeah.
So when I'm reading it, when we're singing it, it's in that tune, and it kind of makes me feel like it's like a Celine Dion type thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Now basically, but across the road there's a Gurdwara, yeah? Sikh prayer, right underneath that roundabout, you go past there, it's on the left, yeah? And all around London, all around the world, yeah? All around the UK, you'll find Gurdwaras, a Sikh place of worship. Sometimes you'll see like big orange flags outside, they're called the Nishan Sahibs, yeah?
Okay.
You can go in there, bro, you're going there with your friends, you're going there with anyone, you get free food for everyone. Now ideally, brother, if you got fags on you, if your mates got fags on you, anything like that, if you can just leave them outside somewhere, just hide them off, you know what I mean? Because we don't smoke, we try not to take intoxicants into there.
Okay,
but fundamentally, bruv, you know, so long as you go in there, there's always head coverings there, free food there for everyone, everyone's welcome. And we're not on a preaching tip, like right now, we're not here to convert anyone. We're not on a preaching tip.
You're just here to talk about the faith, innit?
Yeah, bro, to spread it.
Yeah, that's it,
because as Sikhs, we're quite bad at spreading it. But like you said, you might have Sikh friends, but they ain't told you nothing about it.
Yeah, I see what
you're
saying.
Yeah,
that's
at
it.
school, they're not very good at teaching about Sikhs. Because maybe as Sikhs, we're not very good about doing that's why we're out here today. And like, so, Jagrasing over there, man, he's put a lot of time in, man, and he's got a lot of videos on there, and they're very easy as well. He's got short ones, big ones, they're divided by playlists as well. So they're very easily accessible, yeah?
Okay.
The Facebook's there, bruv, the website's there, Twitter's there, and we got a radio as well. And like, if you've got a smartphone, you've got one, innit?
Yeah.
If you've got a smartphone, bruv, you tune in radio, there's an app, and just tune in on that, find Sikhi Radio, right? And you can listen to what scriptures being sung. We run this stuff. Alright, so you get there, you can contact us through that as well, and like, yeah, man.
Yeah, cool, man.
Pleasure
speaking.
Time, man.
Yeah, no worries, man. Pleasure.
All the best on your journey.
Yeah, thank you, man.
And we're there, man. When you got questions, when you're looking,
of course,
like
man.
when you know you're researching, hit us up, bro.
Yeah, of course, man.
We ain't gonna forget you.
Yeah, of course, quality, man.
Jay, big up, yeah.
Big up, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
lovely meeting you both. Anyway,
yeah, thank you.
Cheers,
Cheers,
man.
man.
No worries.
Bless.
Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru.